Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Consoletronics. My name's Gray, and right now I'm in the midst of a bit of spring cleaning, so I'm checking out some of these old VHS cassettes I got lying around, just seeing if they still work. Let me turn this down a little bit. And unfortunately, that's that time once again. I have to tidy up this room, something I've been putting off for far too long. So I thought, since I've not uploaded that many videos recently, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this stack of games, sort them out once and for all. Real mixed bag here, games from every single different systems. I thought, what the hell, I might as well just show them off as I do it. Some of these games you might have seen before, like these Famicom titles. I showed them off when I did my, I think it was my PS2 collection video. I showed some of these off in. Yeah, that's probably going to happen quite a lot of them dropping on the floor. Bit of a habit of mine. I don't think I played that one. This one I have tried to play. A couple of the Dragon Quest games. Now, for anyone who saw my last video, Ring on Sega Dreamcast, oh no, I'm having trouble with my Dazzle, so I've not been able to record that many gameplay videos. I've actually recorded quite a few with just using this camera, but yeah. Quality sort of hit and miss, so that's why I thought I'd do this. Actually, I think, yeah, all these games here, all these Wii games, these are all my sisters. Not exactly my type of games, these ones. Rune Factory Frontier, part of the Harvest Moon series, and there's one more up my alley. Silent Hill, I got that on PSP. Oh, that's one of mine. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. These one I've been meaning to play, actually. Don't know much about this one, but doesn't look too bad. Yeah, inside this pile now. Well, who remembers this? Long-time viewers might remember this. This is my first unboxing video for this Panasonic camera, and unfortunately, yeah, the disc tray needs to be fixed. Still does work. It just takes a bit of fiddling with it to get the games in. But yeah, common fault with that system. It's something I used to play Mario Kart with. And what I want to dig out here now is, well, there's a game I was going to make a video on, Dracula 2. I've got it for the first one as well. They're point-and-click adventure games for PS1 and PC as well, I think. What's that? Beyblade V-Force. Not a huge fan of Beyblade myself. I did see some of the anime years and years ago. Don't think I played that one. I was actually looking for that recently. Super Tennis. This should contain... Yep, the Ninja. Ooh, yeah, my Saturn collection. Let's take this out. This probably won't be my complete Saturn collection. As you can see, there are some Mega Drive Master System games there. Again, there won't be complete collection. Most of my games are either up there in the attic or outside in the garage. Let's check out what we got here. We got Discworld, Mansion Souls. I think that's Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. Oh, it's Command & Conquer. Panzer Dragoon Y. Manx TT, pretty decent game that one actually. Alone in the Dark, Jack is back. Actually a pretty good game that. I've got one of the newer versions. There's some films here, Zumi 2, brilliant. I love this chick, Ai Waito. She hasn't made that many films, just the Zumi 1 and 2, and a film I don't think has been released outside Japan called Install, but she's in a lot of Japanese TV dramas, of which I've seen quite a few. Iron Monkey, some Donnie Yen action, more Donnie Yen, Dragon Tiger Gate, awesome Shaolin Soccer. Oh yeah, my Action Replay Plus box is empty. Ninja Bread Man. I don't think I tried this one yet. I think this is part 2, isn't it? Rengoku, the Tower of Purgatory. Oh yeah, Castlevania, Star Universe. I've shut off some of these games before actually. That man. I won't go too deep into Ambition of the Luminous. Yeah, I ain't played that one either. Yeah, that's a common theme you'll see throughout this video when I'm looking through games. Games I haven't played yet. Robocop 2. What is it about VHS? Because I've got a trilogy on DVD, but the VHS covers... Is it just me, or are the VHS covers much better than DVD covers? I don't know. GameCube game. Yeah, not many GameCube games. I showed these off when I did the unboxing. Ooh la la. Now, for those of you who think the likes of Mario, Zelda, Final Fantasy VII are the greatest games ever made, you don't know what you're talking about. This is the single greatest video game ever made. The Football Manager / Championship Manager series here. Here's the most recent one, 2012. Fortunately, I've only been able to do 1 season and a half because I keep getting error messages popping up during every single game I play. I've got about just about every version of this game since about 98. I'll try not to say too long on any one game. Some PS1 titles. Anyone who hasn't played this, definitely give it a go. It is tricky to get into, but it's well worth it. Hugely underrated title. Big Cocoon. Strange one this one. From what I gather, character designs and anime sequences were done by Studio Ghibli. There is a sequel on PS2. I've not really shown many NES games before. No, I do have a few. These are all PAL games, Super Kickoff, or just regular Kickoff, I think. Classic there, James Bond 2, Robocod. Great about just about every system known to man. Big Straight Bowling. Saturn titles. We've got Magic Carpet, a game I never really took to. D, a game I absolutely adored when I first got my Saturn. It looks horribly dated now, but this was pretty impressive stuff back in the mid-90s. This is a game which has stood the test of the time, Alien Trilogy. Still an awesome gameplay. Swagman, game by Core, not too bad. Clockwork Knight, a launch title. Speaking of launch titles, we have a very interesting one here, Mystaria, Realms of Law. I forget what the Japanese title of this one is. There was a sequel for it, but I think that was Japan only. Turn-based RPG. Rampage. Used to love this on the Master System. Ooh, Dark Savior. Awesome game. Yeah, of course, being a shoot-em-up fan as I am, got to have a bit of Darius. This version is pretty poor, but I had to have it still. Underrated title here. When people talk about classic first-person shooters, this game rarely gets a mention, but this game's sick, man. I like this game. Yeah, this was a big deal for Sega when this came out, because at the time of this launch on Saturn, there was talk of it not getting a PS1 release. They said it couldn't be done. A bit of a propaganda by Sega there, because it did get a PS1 release eventually. Fast on 2, Blam Machine Head, the core game. Got some old school stuff here with all these. That game, I can't tell you the kind of impact that game made. When you saw that up and running in, what was it, 89, 90, for the first time, game was like a revelation. Ooh, another shoe up there, the Japanese Hellfire. I think this is a US release, it looks like it. NHL Power Play 96. And this definitely is a US release. Albert Odyssey, love this game. It's a Formitello. So actually, let me just open this up and show you exactly what this is, because I think I've shown this off on camera before. I'm now taking it out of the box. It is this thing. It looks like you call them Game Boy players. Yeah, you can plug 2 cartridges in there. That's what the cartridges look like. They look like GX 4000 games. For some reason I can't focus on it. Yeah, it's a Tetris game using Sailor Moon characters. You just plug it in, and away you go. It doesn't offer any enhancements at all, so I don't really understand what the sort of point of releasing it like this was. But, being a collector, I saw it. Yeah. Plus I have seen all 200 episodes of Sailor Moon. Donkey Konga pack, yeah. Love that Donkey Konga game. Some PC games here. Monkey Island Bounty Pack. Unfortunately, the disc containing Monkey Island 1 and 2, I can't even open it, is missing. But it does still have the third Monkey Island game, which is the Curse of Monkey Island. The rest of the Monkey Island games I have on PC. I think I showed these off before. These are GameCube games. And then a couple of PS3 games loitering about. Bloody hell. You know, but yeah, quickly, very quickly, we've got Tomb Raider, what's that, Tomb Raider 2, Action Bass. I actually got quite addicted to these fishing games. The first one I played was on Dreamcast, but they came with a fishing controller. And I'd heard of these fishing games, because there are many released on 16 bits like Super Nintendo, but I actually got hold of a lot of PS1 and, you know, as you can see, a lot more. Action Bass, Big Bass. Here's an awesome game. Buster Groove. Ape Escape. I wanted to show off everything out here, but this video's going to be quite long if I do, so let's see what I can do. Oh, that's Rengoku too. Kengo. Master of Bushido. Awesome game. Did a video of that already. Zombie Hunters. Beyblade V-Force. Sitting there. The Horde. Good game that one actually. Kingdom Hearts 2. Scalar. Of course, Sky Final Fantasy. Let's see, PS1 games, loaded, awesome. The artwork there by Greg Staples of 2000 AD. This was by Gremlin Interactive. They were a pretty big company there. Like when the 32-bit era came along, a lot of people, because I used to read a lot of American video game magazines, and I remember them talking at the time, like, where were all American games companies? Because all the big games would be coming out by British studios and Japanese companies. Well, they were all, back in the days of 16-bit, all the British companies were making games for Amiga and ST. Yeah. Digimon, Medal of Honor, that's a pretty good game. X-Men Mutant Academy 2, Medal of Honor Underground. Now, you'll see a lot of games like this, Lion and the King, with funny titles designed to confuse gullible parents. Yeah, budget games. In Cold Blood, game by the makers of Broken Sword. Some VHS, Fantasia, Lingo, I've seen it, Tommy Cooper, Fantastic English Comedian, blank DVDs, I'll need them. Ooh, Fear Effect 2, awesome game. Try and get through this as quickly as I can. Some films there, I only watched Superbad on that. Yeah, a lot of these games now, I wanted to make videos on, but I haven't got round to it. Dazzle not working. Some I can use. I do have a DVD recorder, but it'll only work on, I think it's only the PS2 it'll work on. Global Defense Force, 12 Stag, an awesome shooter. What's that? Clock Tower 3. I've got loads of these Gundam games. Gundam Crossfire, Gundam Target and Sight, Wallace and Gromit, Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness, got that PC as well somewhere. Oh, bloody hell. Tunguska, Crisis, this is an awesome game. Armored Pro Wrestling, US release? No, PAL. More Beyblade, Buster 4, there's the first Dracula game. Wipeout, the original. See, I wasn't joking, was I? Gundam Battle Assault. I've got tons of look at some of these PS1 games, see if there's any good ones there. Bishi Bashi Special. Rally. Awesome game there. A lot of people don't like this one. Very common title. But I think it's got a lot of replay value. Actually, Road Avenger on Mega CD. Soul Blade. Got a Metal Slug, haven't you? Air Combat. Japanese copy of Dead or Alive. Chess. I can't play chess. I got this hoping there'd be instructions on it on how to play the game. Unfortunately, I don't think there is. Rejoice Revolution, the original. What's that? New Nightmare on the Dark. Mickey Mouse. Championship Pass. Crash 2. Soul Reaver. Now, some of these games haven't seen the light of day in quite a while. Yeah, we got some GameCube games, some PC games. All up to some Mega Drive titles. The Japanese one there holds the distinction of being the very last official Japanese game ever released on Mega Drive. It is called... Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened just there. The camera just turned itself off. But where was I? Yeah, this game. The last officially released Mega Drive game in Japan. It is called Mado Monogatari One. It's actually a pretty decent game. The graphics on this are absolutely stunning. very bright, very colourful, and as you can clearly see, very anime. So let's have a look at the Mega Drive collection. We'll just try and get a bit of light going. So yeah, we got World of Illusion, Terminator, Immortal, Cyborg Justice, the original Castle Illusion there, excellent game. Sonic, Light Crusader, an awesome RPG. Lots of Sonic games. 2 copies. I've actually got about 4 or 5 copies of this game. World of Illusion, featuring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Another copy of Sonic there, and that's an awesome game for PC. Grim Fandango, Shenmue, and we got Fantasy Star, probably the best 8-bit RPG ever made. Elite Football, Virtua Racing, Desert Strike, some more system titles. Special Criminal Investigation, better known as Chase HQ2, Spider-Man, Castle Illusion again, Sonic, Ghostbusters, Double Dragon, New Zealand Story, which Long Boys Post put up a video not so long ago playing. Operation Wolf, Gauntlet, another good game that one. Tricky one, Dragon Crystal, that's a very, very good game. Air Rescue, Spellcaster, Fantasy Zone, the original Wonder Boy, Restan, and then at the bottom there, that's Thunderblade. There are a few Saturn games, as you can see, hidden behind this, but I can't be bothered moving it, so we'll just have a look at what we can see. We've got everything from Sega Rally, Sega Worldwide Soccer, hugely underrated title there, Fighting Vipers, Cyber Speedway, A Rise of the Robots 2, Resurrection, the original Tomb Raider, it was actually released on Saturn first, not a lot of people actually know that. Daytona USA, Hexen, Virtua Cop, yet more Sonic. Echo, is Echo 1 or 2? It's Echo 2. We got Judge Dredd, Pitfall, Subterranea, Desert Strike, Jurassic Park, Lemmings. But anyone who's not played Lemmings, you're missing out. Seriously, this is one of the greatest games ever made. It's on just about every system as well, so you've got no excuse not to play it. Flashback, sometimes wrongly referred to as Another World 2. By Jose Bell, and this game with no title is in fact Alien 3. This game, now, when I got this game I thought to myself, Holy Mary, Mother of God, what have I got myself into? I only bought it because, as you can see there with the Genesis logo on it, it is an American game. And I got this in about 92, 93, back when owning a Mega Drive, owning an American game. Wow, an American Genesis game. Back then, it was actually quite a big deal. But yeah, I picked it up. And I have to be honest, not a game I would have played back then. But as I had it, I sort of had no choice. Yeah, it quickly became one of my all-time favourite game series, Romance of Three Kingdoms. Still going strong to this day. Definitely worth a bash if you've never tried it. Historical simulator featuring characters from, actually I have the books out here somewhere. Characters from this. The Three Kingdoms. Well, I forget which century they were written in, but it was written a couple of 100 years ago. Awesome stuff. And before we go, I'll very quickly show off some of my Wii games. See Metro Prime 3, Knights, that's an awesome game. You also Sonic, Tom Clancy, these Wii Play games, Harry Potter, another copy of Resident Evil 4, Endless Ocean, Ferrari, Samurai Warriors with Steel Attacking Wiki, that's pretty good. Mario Kart, game that never gets boring, Indiana Jones, Resident Evil 0, my sister's games. A few odds and sods there, I think I've shown those already. And if you ever want to learn a bit of Chinese, I recommend this, Mandarin Chinese Conversation CDs. I think I picked these up in a charity shop on a whim, never used it. But yeah, that is not my complete collection, but it is certainly a chunk of it. You'll see them much more games down here. Jaguar games, films. That's A-Train on Mega Drive, I think. Yep. I won't go into a lot of detail now because this video has gone on far too long. Yeah, like I say, I've not uploaded much recently. It's not for the lack of trying, but when the quality's pretty bad, it's not really worth it, is it? So yeah, that's some of my games collection. Now I've got to tidy it all up. As you can see, I made a start on it. I'll put these away now. So I'd like to say thank you all for watching. I'll hopefully have some more videos up very soon. See you then.